What's going on, y'all? Coming back. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. What's going on, guys? It is that time of year again. WrestleMania is upon us. WrestleMania 41 live this Saturday and Sunday at the Las Vegas Allegiant Stadium. And also our Hall of Fame induction ceremony and SmackDown on Friday and Stand and Deliver for NXT. But we're not doing all that. That's too much. It's a little bit too much for my taste at the moment. But yeah, we're just gonna, I'm gonna have the WrestleMania theme songs from the past 5 or 6 years in the background. Thank you, The Weeknd, for making this easy for me, providing me all your songs. So we'll have it in the background here. Let me know if it's too loud or if it's overpowering my voice or anything like that. Anyways, so we're gonna go through tonight. I'm gonna talk a little bit about the Hall of Fame here, and then we'll go straight into WrestleMania, night 1 and night 2, and my thoughts on how Mania build this year was, my thoughts on the matches that are leading us into Saturday and Sunday, and who I think will win, my opinion. So yeah, this is what I'm thinking. So anyways, let's get straight to it. So yeah, we're going to be chatting about it tonight. Please post in the chat if you're here chilling. If you have thoughts, things like that, please share them. I want to hear it for any of my wrestling fans out there. So anyways, so for our Hall of Fame induction ceremony, that's right, we got our Hall of Fame. Let me see if I can get our Hall of Famers up here. Hall of Fame class of 2025. Let me see if I can get them up here. We'll pull them up and take a look. Here we go. Oh, perfect. This is the exact image I was looking for. All right, I'm about to bring them up here for you guys, so you guys will see. Let me label that. There we go. All right, there we go. Your Hall of Fame class of 2025. Not what I expected, but fun class, pretty cool class. So you got the natural disasters, earthquake and typhoon. I didn't really watch them. I was too young when they were wrestling. I knew earthquake. Didn't really know typhoon that well. I mean, I know that they were obviously a pretty devastating tag team together. I guess we're gonna have a visit from the cat. Come on up, buddy. You wanna join this WrestleMania review? There we go. All right, he's gonna join the commentator's desk here. So we had natural disasters. That's definitely deserving. I mean, earthquake, historian, Dark Side was great. And yeah, he was a well-rounded. He had from his sumo days to then wrestling, he was just a beast in the ring. So, Undertaker inducting his wife, a bit of nepotism there, bit of. Yeah, I don't know. Undertaker inducting his wife, Michelle McCool. Sure. I don't know. Not really thinking she's a Hall of Famer, but I guess they just needed to induct someone, a lady, into the Hall of Fame. I just don't feel like she's a Hall of Famer. But anyways, bypass trips for a minute. We got Lex Luger, baby. Stoked that Lex is going in, and at Diamond. It's unfortunate that Sting couldn't be the one to induct him. I'm sure Tony Khan was being stupid about that shit, which is so dumb. But it's still great that DDP is helping induct Lex Luger. Initially, Lex wanted Sting, but I'm sure that they compromised, and I'm sure he wanted DDP because DDP's been helping Lex Luger with his DDP yoga and getting him back on his feet again, which will be amazing to see because Lex has been in not the greatest condition the past years now. So he's been in wheelchair bound and whatnot. So I've seen Lex at Hall of Fame. WrestleCons and stuff like that at past WrestleManias with my buddies. So glad to see. I'm hoping we'll be able to see him stand up and give a good speech. Definitely, I think Lex has earned his place in the Hall of Fame. So I think it'll be pretty good. And then for our moment match or whatever it is called, the immortal moment they're doing. fucking great that it's CM Punk inducting both Stone Cold and Bret Hart. And Bret Hart's like what, like a 3-time Hall of Famer, Hart Foundation himself, and this. So, and then of course Stone Cold, one of the goats. So that match is absolutely incredible. A great first match to put into the Immortal Moment category that they made now this year, which is kind of cool. So absolutely worthy match. Definitely the perfect one you could pick as a kind of starter for this new category. So great to see Punk. Can't wait to hear what he has to say. It's gonna be great to see him interact with Austin and Bret. So, and then finally the game, Triple H, the cerebral assassin, the King of Kings, being inducted by none other than his best friend Shawn Michaels. So very appropriate. Expected that. And Triple H is obviously deserving. I mean, dude's done his time, been in the business forever, runs the show now, doing a great job creatively. The people that give him shit, they're like, oh, he's selling. Oh, my God. Fucking relax. Wrestling fans are so fucking fickle and so stupid. Like, they bitch and bitch. It's like, dude, give him a chance. Like, he's clearly he's cooking something, and yet people just, like, bitch about if it's not flowing the right direction, which we're going to get to the direction of how this has been flowing. But Trips has done a great job overall compared to what Vince would have probably fucking done. Would have been awful. So, glad he's in the Hall of Fame. It'll be a good speech, I'm sure. Although I am not thrilled that the Hall of Fame is at like 10 o'clock starting in Central Time, which is fucking awful. Whoever's call that was, terrible decision. I'd be exhausted for that. Anyways. So, yeah, that's your Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame ceremony. It should be fun. Maybe might fall asleep depending on how late it goes. What are you doing, buddy? Sit down. Anyways, that's your Hall of Famer. Okay, so let's get straight into it. We're going to go into WrestleMania 41 Night 1, Saturday night at the Allegiant Stadium. We're going to get started. So I'm going to try to pull up the matches I know that are happening on Saturday night. And let me just start off right now to say that this build has been kind of bad. Pretty awful. I'd say that about 4 matches have been built properly, and that's I'm using that very loosely. Properly, that they're fine. And so, God, look at this. Literally trying to talk here, bud. You have something to add to this? This is my commentator. You have something to add to this discussion? This is your WrestleMania theme song. Oh, he's just on the desk. Don't worry. He's just right here. Don't hit the space bar. Oh, God. Don't touch that keyboard. Oh, my God. Anyways, you can see his little ears there. So, all right, back to the Mania. So, the build's been pretty garbage. This reminds me of WrestleMania 31, where the build was terrible for most matches, and then the whole card pretty much delivered, and it was a banger night. So, I really hope it's like that, but I hate the fact that it's 2 nights. So that was different with 31 when it was 1 night, and this is a 2-nighter. So with the matches on night 1 not being great and night 2 being pretty stacked. Excuse me. Ooh, some tacos. Ooh, there we go. Anyways, yep, it is Keyboard Cat. All right, so night 1, let's start it off. We'll kick it off with night 1. Let's just do from the get-go. Let's go the War Raiders and the New Day. The New Day here. Honestly, I don't even know what the build is. Start straight off with one that I don't even understand the build of this, because this match was just kind of thrown on. They had maybe 1 match on TV recently on Netflix on Raw, and both are great. They're both great teams, but there was there's like no build to this. There's no reason we should care as fans. There's no reason like that you have to get excited about this match. You know, they teased the New Day with, kicking Big E out of their group, and then. That was a great segment, fantastic segment, and then nothing came about it, and then it just went months without seeing the New Day doing anything great, just getting booed here and there and talking shit on the mic, which is fine, but then you just put them in a match with the War Raiders, who they're great, they're a great team, but there's not really any story behind this. It's just a match, there's not really a reason I'm excited to see this. It's just going to be a match on Mania Night 1 that I'll be like, cool. And, I'm sure Ivar will pull out some crazy shit. He'll do like some crazy moonsault or something. But I I'm going to say the New Day is going to take it. I'm going to say the New Day is going to cheat or something and steal the win over the War Raiders. So, and take it at WrestleMania. So, yeah. That is first match on night one for Mania. So let's take a look at our next match here. I'm going to pick out kind of out of random here. Let's see. Oh, yeah. This one. Another one. Rey, the legend, the Hall of Famer, Rey Mysterio, going against El Grande Americano, a.k.a. fucking Chad Gable. Why? Like, again, another match that's... Why? Weird, super bizarre build. Like, the whole Chad going to the border and paying a bunch of Mexicans for a mask. And then becoming this gimmicked luchador to beat the other luchadors he can't beat. And then Rey's like, I'm going to beat your ass for, dishonoring Lucha Libre. So it's like, it's a weird build. Like, really bizarre, silly build. Great wrestlers, and I'm sure they'll put a good match on, but it's like, Chad Gable, man, he's good. You don't need to put him under a mask. Just give the man something to work with. Give him something to do. And Rey's great, so it's like, why this? Weird gimmick match, goofy garbage. So, I'm going to say... I feel like Chad's going to get his W at WrestleMania. I feel like he'll get the match win at Mania over Rey and finally overcome his lucha demons in this ridiculous gimmick. So I'm going to go with El Grande Americano here, taking the win over Rey at WrestleMania. So, yeah. So, all right. Next up on night one. Oh, baby. Let's go with this one first. Naomi and Jade Cargill. So, happy that the women are getting a singles match in over a decade? What is it, since 2006, even longer than that? I think it's like 2006, it's like 20 years or something it's been. Since the women have had a singles one-on-one match at Mania. Wasn't it since like Trish Stratus and Mickie James or something like that? So, crazy long duration to not have a singles women's match, but happy they're getting it. Pretty decent story build. Naomi being the jealous friend from Bianca and Jade in that middle of that trio, trying to literally murder Jade Cargill by hitting her with a car or running her on a car windshield or whatever. And Jade coming back and beating the ever-living piss out of Naomi, and Naomi just being a total bitch on her heel run right now, which is great. So Naomi's doing some great work. I do enjoy Jade. I feel like she's improving a lot. She keeps improving each time she's in the ring. Her entrance is cool. She's got a great look. So I think this will be fun. This will be enjoyable. I hope they can put on a good match. I think they can do well. I think Jade's going to take this and get her revenge and have her first Mania W. So I think it'll be a pretty big deal for her. So I think that Jade Cargill is going to get the W here over at Naomi in this matchup. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Night two. Oh, yeah, night one. Here we go. Another one. Another big one on night one. We got L.A. Knight. Yeah. Roger's favorite person of all time. Versus the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu. Man, I think the matchup's intriguing. The build's been okay. I've only caught tailwind of it with them on SmackDown and shit. Jacob, like I said, Jacob's incredible. I love Jacob. I think he's great. Despite from all his goofy shaking and crazy savagery he does, the man's a beast in the ring. He can do some crazy shit for his size. LA Knight's entertaining enough. I know Roger is just absolutely in love with him, but I think LA Knight's pretty entertaining. And, I think they'll put probably a solid matchup on, but it's not one I'm like super excited for. I feel like Jacob's going to steamroll though LA. Maybe it'll be a squash, but I feel like Jacob's going to plow through LA Knight on this one and take his first singles W at WrestleMania. I think it'll be a big night for him. And he'll probably get help from Solo or Tongaloa, something like that. So his other cousins and family will be out there to help him, I'm sure. The other members of the bloodline, the new bloodline. So will be my guess. Where we at? Oh, I don't want to do this. What are we doing? We're doing we're keeping it in the weekend here. So anyways, yeah, that's my results. I pick is Jacob Fatu for the winner and the new United States champion. So should be interesting. All right, we're moving on. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see. What do I want to do? Night 1 here. We got 2 matches here. Let's do. All right, here we go. This match. Oh boy. All right. This matchup, man. Okay. So, Jey Uso, quote unquote main event Jey Uso, versus the ring general Gunther for the world title. So the build, Jey eliminated John Cena from the Royal Rumble to secure his spot at WrestleMania against one of the world champions. Technically, it was supposed to be main event. But the build for this match, in my opinion, hot take, maybe hot take, but I don't think so. I think a lot of people agree with me, has been kind of shit. I like Jey. I think Jey is cool. I think the charisma, the energy, and he's a merch selling machine. I get it. I understand. He's so popular. The merch and everything. He's just got all that there. Mic skills, average. I'm not going to say it was pre-yeeting, he was great on the mic. Post-yeeting, he was average on the mic. And I say that because the whole yeet thing, it's so cringy, man. It's just so cringy to me. I know it's over and people love fucking doing their hand shit. It's so goofy. But it's just so annoying. And it's like when the man's trying to cut a serious promo on Gunther, he's like, "Oh, my brother's in the hospital," and the whole crowd, yeet. I'm like, oh, for God's sakes. Oh my God. So, he can't cut promos without, it's like the what? It's like the new what? Yeah, see, Dobby loves it. He's the new what chant. They've eliminated the what, now it's the yeet chant. I don't think Jey's a great wrestler. I think he gets gassed really fast. He doesn't have a whole lot in his arsenal. Prove me wrong. Do I think Jey's going to win the match? Yes. I think Jey is going to defeat Gunther. Gunther, great in the ring, pretty solid on the mic, got the great heel persona. He carries himself well. He's got a cool entrance. He's a badass heel. Him losing to Jey wouldn't hurt him. Jey losing to Gunther would hurt Jey. They've already made him look really weird and really strange in the build with him like slipping and falling and fucking up shit and just the yeeting and all that nonsense. But I think Jey will win. But to change my mind about him wrestling, he's really got to just do a lot of cool shit. You could throw your super kick once or twice, but man, he's got to do something else. He's got to do more moves in the ring. He's got to just showcase everything he's got at Mania. He's got to come out of that fucking dead and defeating Gunther if he's gonna win. Like, he's got to look exhausted, bloody even. I would honestly think that Jey needs to get color. Jey needs to get bloodied up in this matchup and come out like a fucking badass at the end. Like, that would be like, okay, Jey's legit. I love that. Like, he needs to get bladed or like blade or something in the match and come out looking like a beast. So, and I think, that would make me change my mind about him as a wrestler, and then I would give me his overall opinion would be like skyrocket for me. I like Jey, and I've always loved him and his brother when they were tag team. They had one of the greatest matches at WrestleMania 39 that I was at with my buddies when it was him and his brother versus Kevin and Sammy. I mean, that was a great story build, great matchup, great emotion. I mean, we were excited, we were jumping, and it was just awesome. So really hoping that this match delivers. I'm almost certain that this match will open up night 1 because the crowd will be so excited and so energized, and he already brings a lot of energy, and they're going to need that. You do not want to put this match on later in the night when people are already exhausted and kind of potentially pissed off, depending on what else they're seeing. So I think that, yes, this match will open up night one, and it'll be a great moment for a big title change to kick the show off. So, yeah, I will go with Jay winning and defeating Gunther, finally putting him down and taking the world title for the first time ever in his career. So, and a singles title. So, Jay Uso will be the winner of that matchup. So, yeah, there is your match there. One more match. We have one more on night one. One more big match for night one. Our main event, finally, at long last, as years and years have gone by, all the bitching, and CM Punk finally main events WrestleMania 41, a WrestleMania main eventer right here against Seth Rollins and against Roman Reigns, the OTC, in a triple threat match for the love of Paul Heyman. So, man, this match, probably the one match that's gotten the most proper build. Aside from the Jay Gunther, which has kind of been blech, this to me has had one of the most proper builds for this Mania. Would I have liked to see them all in different matches? Yes. I wasn't really looking forward to, a three-way, a triple threat with these guys. But, sorry. The food has killed me. I think having these three in this match, there's so much here. There's a story with all of them. There's history with all of them. And there's so many routes they can take post this match. So let's talk about it. So we got CM Punk. CM Punk used to work closely with The Shield, Rollins and Reigns. Back in the day when CM Punk was champion, The Shield would come help him retain his title, retain his belts, things like that. So then, then The Shield betrayed him and turned on Punkers, and, there's history there. And then we had Seth Rollins, who turned on Roman and betrayed his Shield brother. And then Roman, who became a lone big dog for a while and was booed to shit, relentlessly, mercilessly booed out of buildings and pay-per-views. And suddenly turned it around and became the tribal chief, which is still the most incredible thing for anyone to turn around their career and become the most popular person in the company, or one of the most popular people in WWE right now. So a lot of story with these guys. So they're all kind of converging. They've all paved their own path in WWE, so they all have their own path. And now it's the three who's going to be the future, essentially, from main this triple threat. So you have CM Punk. They're all world champions, former world champions. And the big factor here in this matchup is that we have Paul Heyman, who is going to be in the corner of CM Punk as his favor that he's promised him after War Games. So we saw Roman on Raw pushing Paul. We saw Seth Rollins threaten Paul's life, essentially, if he doesn't help him. Yeah, there's a lot of drama going into this. Basically, it's going to be, will Paul stick with Punk? Obviously, he'll walk out with him, but will he stay with him on his side? Will he help Roman, or will he help Seth? Who knows? Is he going to betray one of them? Is he going to help Punkers win and take the main event finally? Or will Rollins, who had a great showing on Monday, prove he's the future that he said he is and defeat the tribal chief and best in the world at what he does and his demon? I think this match is going to be very entertaining. I think this is going to have a lot of twists. I think it's going to be exciting. I think, and I'm wearing a Punk shirt. I love Punk. I want Punk to win. I want him to win. But I think that Seth Rollins is due. I think Seth Rollins is going to take this over Roman and Punkers. I just have a feeling that something's going to happen and Rollins will get the W over both of these guys. It'll be crazy because it's just been a wild for him, losing to Punk and having dealings with Roman last year, all the shit. I just feel like he's due. But yeah, I'm gonna say, God, I in the end, I'm rooting for Punk. I want Punk to win, but I think Rollins will take it. I don't think Roman's winning this. I don't think Roman's walking away. Now that Roman's lost, I'm sure he doesn't give a shit. He doesn't need this win. He doesn't need it. So I think that Rollins is going to take this W and close out night 1 of WrestleMania on that note. So I think it's going to be very entertaining. But yeah, there it is. That is night 1 of WrestleMania in the books. Good average match card. Kind of dodgy. Kind of some good matches in there. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Night 2 looking a lot better. Night 2 looking a lot better. So yeah, we will kick it off. Let's take a look at night 2. Night 2 of WrestleMania here on Sunday. Night 2. Here we go. So night 2 of WrestleMania. We are. Night 2 we're looking at. First match of the night here. We got the women's tag team champions, Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. Hold on. Sorry. Hold, please. Sorry, guys. All right. Anyways, back to the review. Raquel Rodriguez, Liv Morgan defending their titles against Lyra Valkyria and Bayley. Not a great build, gonna be honest. Really random, kind of a waste I feel for Liv and Bayley. No offense to Raquel and Lyra, but AJ. Hi AJ. Yeah, we're on night 2 now. I'm talking about night 2. We just started night 2. I just talked about night 1 in my picks, so you can always go back and check the VOD, but we'll talk about it this weekend. But here's my night 2 review / picks. Yeah, like I said, I am sorry for Lyra and Raquel. I don't mean to be a dick, but I feel like we're getting kind of a waste here with the build to this because Bayley had such a big match last year. Liv wasn't really in anything last year, really. But she's had such a stellar year. I'm surprised they're kind of putting her, in a random tag match where there's literally no build to this. Catch you when I get home. Oh yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, I'll be talking here for a little bit. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, it's interesting. I mean, don't really care. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Don't really give a shit. I hope that Liv and Raquel win and retain their belts. Yeah. Just keep the belts. I don't really give a shit. So, anyways, yeah, night 1. That'll be night 1. Sorry, night 2. I'm losing it. So again, there's gonna be 9 hours of wrestling each night. It's fucking ridiculous. God, my brain's gonna be mush from wrestling for a while. All right, that's your first match of night 2. All right, next match here. Ooh, here's a good one. Let's talk about this one. Another match 2, or a night 2 match here. Make sure I didn't miss any matches here. Oh, I fucking missed a match. I'm such a dumbass. Hold on. Where is the match at? Why didn't I get this match added in here? Where's the fucking graphic? I don't have the graphic up here. Come on. Hold on. Yeah, where the hell's the graphic? There we go. Hold on, I was looking for the graphic, and it wasn't here. Okay. Okay, here we go. I found the graphic. It's not the same as the others, but it'll do. Let me add it in here. We'll hold on the Fatal 4-Way. We'll talk about this next match. Hold on. Let's upload this graphic. Where the hell's my graphic? What the fuck? Where is it? I just saved it. Come on. Oh my God. Stupid. Why do they have this on their thing? For God's sake, thank you, please. There we go. Good Lord. All right, there we go. All right. Okay, finally. All right. Our next match on the card for night 2. We have Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest in a street fight. Poor Drew, getting all the shit in the world. Having such an incredible year. And then fighting Priest, which, don't get me wrong, Priest is a good wrestler. I think he's good. There's something missing with him. Like, he wasn't a great world champion, and there's just something missing. Like, there's something lacking, and I can't quite put my finger on it, whether it's charisma, mic, skills, something. And I know they're trying so hard to build this, and there's a history from them from last year with, Damian cashing in his Money in the Bank to defeat Drew and take the belt. But, like, the build for this just felt kind of lazy and kind of just not there. Like, I feel like a lot of people just don't care. And again, they did the whole car spot where Drew got glass in his eye and shit, and they were making fun of the whole AEW incident. But, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like this match build has just been lackluster. I love Drew. I think he's great. And I really think, this being a street fight, they got to pull out all the crazy shit to make it a banger. Like, I feel like this match can be a banger. It can be good if they go crazy and they just give them free reign to do whatever the fuck these two want to do. They just got to go crazy. I know Drew's a psycho. Drew's taking, like, stair bumps and shit on his back. Oh, my Lanta. Man's insane. So I think that this is capable of being a good match if they get free reign. So my pick, excuse me. Golly. I think that Drew is going to win and take his revenge against Damian Priest and defeat him at WrestleMania. So that is my pick for Drew versus Damo and Damo Priest. So just checking to see if I didn't miss any other matches here. I'm just double checking my spread. Okay, that's it. Good. I got them all. We got them all in here. Sorry, I'm checking. All right. So, next match for night 2. Let's go into it. Our fatal 4-way for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, this will be a pretty banger, pretty solid match. Braun Breaker, man, that guy is a monster. Oh my God. His spear. Fucking Jesus. Guy's crazy. Like, probably the best spear ever. Maybe him and Goldberg are tied. But man, easily the best spear currently in WWE. No question. No question. I mean, he hits you, you get hit. So yeah, incredible athlete. Crazy cool. Oh, sorry, guys. Young talent. Very young. Promising future ahead of him. Yeah, great stuff. Dominic, he's had a great year. Snarky, sneaky, snaky little heel. You want to come up here again? Snaky ass heel. His matches. Last year he was in like a kind of a throwaway match with Escobar and his dad. This is the first year he's not in a match with his dad, which is kind of great. And he had the banger match though with Ray at 39 that I got to witness with my buddies. So that was great. So Dominic, he's great, and I think he's a great heel and just good little chicken shit heel. Finn Balor. Finn Balor has been. He's a great wrestler, but man, has he been just so lame lately. He's just been like, one, his music is trash. His current music sucks. Fucking awful theme song. Bring back. He needs his demon shit, man. He needs to come out. Honestly, at this Mania, he really should be the demon persona for this Mania. There's no reason not to be. There's literally no fucking reason he shouldn't come out as the demon to strike fear in his opponents. Like, why would you not? Like, it literally would. It's WrestleMania. You might as well do it. Like, and then that fucking cool music will come back that we all love. So, people want to see it. Hope to God he comes out with it and surprises us as the demon. I think that would be a much more entertaining Balor in the match as that. And then last but not least, our newest member of the roster, Penta, who's been skyrocketed into stardom here by WWE after his time in AEW was just pooped on at the end. I mean, AEW, man, like I said, they have so much potential, and then a lot of their stars get squandered and just lost in the shuffle with all the other guys and the bullshit that goes on back there. But anyways, Penta, man, Penta's been great. A little shaky on the debut, but he's finding his steam, finding his way now, and with his brother there, Ray Phoenix, it's, you know, they're gonna. I'm sure they're gonna unite at some point. I mean, you know, he might help Penta in this match since he's not on the card. I think, you know, they've done a good job with building this match, being that it's a fatal four-way and having these two, all four of them, like, kind of interact each week in a match, interrupting matches, this and that, backstage, tagging, showcasing all of their abilities. I think it's been a good build. I'm actually really looking forward to this. I think it's going to be a pretty cool fatal four-way. I think there's a lot of potential for some crazy shit. We got to see Braun hit, like, the craziest fucking spear on someone. He's got to obliterate somebody with that spear. Penta, he's got to showcase all of what he's got. The man's capable of a lot of crazy lucha technique and lucha just style, and he's got to just showcase it. I'm going to say, though, I'm going to take a hot guess here. I'm going to say the hot take. I think that Dominic Mysterio is going to sneak this one out. I think that Dom is due for a W at WrestleMania. I think that he's put the time, he's put the work in. I feel like that he's going to somehow get like a sneaky roll-up or some shit. That he'll like really sneak one out, and it's going to be amazing. So I think it's going to be pretty entertaining to watch. So, yeah, Dominic Mysterio, my guess, to win the Fatal 4-Way on night 2. So, and be the new Intercontinental Champion and have to run away from Braun Breaker. He's going to be obviously fiending. I don't think Breaker will take the pin. I'm going to say Penta or Finn will take it, but who knows? We'll see. It's pretty up in the air. It's going to be a pretty wild match. So, yeah, that match. Okay, what do we got next? Oh, you know what? I missed a match on night 1. I am so sorry. I missed a match on night 1. Let's go back. We're bouncing back. How could I forget? Night 1. We're bouncing back here. I'm sorry. Night 1. Oh, man, what a train wreck of a build this match has been. Jesus Christ. Oh, my Lord. Oh. Tiffany time. Tiffy Stratton. Charlotte. Woo! Flair. Charlotte Flair looks awful in that photo, by the way. I am sorry, but she looks fucking awful in that picture. It's odd. It's awful, the makeup job. Everything. I'm sorry. Ugh. Anyways. Charlotte and Tiffy. So, from what I've seen of this build, it's an intriguing match, no doubt. Like, these two are going to put a show on. They're both great in ring. So I'm no doubt they're going to put a show on. But I can't believe what they did, what was it, a week ago now, where they had their in-ring spat with poor Wade Barrett being in the middle of it all, and Charlotte, you know, kind of putting, you know, fire on Tiffy, where Tiffy fired back with, you know, you're going to be 0-3 like at Mania as you are in like your personal life or whatever, referencing Charlotte's 3 divorces she's went through. I'm like, golly, and Charlotte like charged her while Tiffy rolled out, and then said that, oh, why is Kaiser check my DMs or something, like tell Kaiser to check his DMs or something like that. Like, golly, to reference like your real boyfriend and the real life stuff, that was pretty rough, man. That was cringy and like, damn. And then clearly it was weird to see Charlotte get heated because she's been taking so much heat in her career as a bad guy. So she's been so heated lately. Like, every time she's made an appearance and the fans just boo the shit out of her, it's getting under her skin, which is so surprising for someone who's been in the business for a while now. And, you know, like, you think she'd be used to it. And I think it's the fact that she was out for like a year with her, was it ACL surgery? And, you know, I figured she'd come back as a babyface, so she probably thought that. And she came back and was immediately rejected by the fans. So I don't understand how she's like, why she's getting so heated with the fans' reaction to her, you know, booing her and everything. So kind of wild. By no means, there is no fucking reason that Charlotte Flair should win the matchup at Mania. This matchup needs to be won by Tiffany. Absolutely, Tiffany needs to beat Charlotte at WrestleMania. No question. There is no reason Charlotte Flair should win in any universe, any stratosphere. Does Charlotte need the win here? Tiffany needs this. You need to keep building new stars. Tiffany is a new star. Keep building her. I know she's got a squeaky Minnie Mouse voice, but we got to keep building that. We got to keep her up. She's a great talent. She's gonna, only go higher and higher. So people love her. Let's keep at it. So yeah, Tiffany Stratton's gonna retain her women's world title at WrestleMania. All right, I think I did it. Go back to night 2 now. I can come back to night 2. Back to night 2 here. What do we got? Let's do this one. Yeah. Night 2. The face that runs the place, AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, versus the Maverick, Logan Paul. All right. This match. I know people are upset. They're like, well, why is AJ have to fight Logan? Oh, he deserves so much better. All the fucking Mark wrestling fans out there who are like fucking crybabies about everything. And usually the people that are bitching on Twitter, the crybabies, are typically the Gen Zers and the kids who grew up with wrestling in like the last 10 years and didn't grow up watching it during the late 90s, early 2000s, and so on, like myself. Like most of the people bitching now are the ones who claim to be like these great all-knowing wrestling fans who are pretty much kids who have been watching since maybe 2015. So they need to fucking take a chill pill, because this match, you love him or hate him, Logan Paul gets wrestling. Logan Paul understands what it is to be a heel. I don't like the guy. I think he's an asshole. But you got to recognize talent. You got to know when to recognize talent. And that man has got talent in WWE. He's an athlete. He knows how to talk in the mic. He knows how to wrestle. He knows how to show emotion. He knows how to rile up a crowd. He knows how to get heat. The man gets it. And he's got solid gear, charisma, energy, everything. Like he's a well-rounded individual for WWE. They need him. He's young, and this is his calling. From his YouTube, his boxing. I mean, he's got a podcast and stuff, but this is where he needs to be. He needs to remain in WWE and keep climbing the ladder. He's only going to get better and keep. I think this is like WWE kind of as an honor for him. I'm sure Logan is pumped to be fighting AJ. I mean, AJ is a legend. AJ is a fucking bona fide legend, Hall of Famer in WWE, TNA, and everything. Man's done it all. Man's been everywhere. New Japan, guys like the GOAT, one of the best. And it comes to AJ. AJ Styles. He had a brief short couple matches in WWF back in the day, and then he went straight to TNA and became a fucking legend through TNA with his matches with Joe and Kurt and Abyss and everyone else. I think he's the phenomenal one for a reason. He is incredible in the ring, pretty solid on the mic, entertaining, fun to watch. He's always doing crazy shit. And he still moves great for his age. He's still moving like a beast. Great music. I'm glad they brought his good theme song back and not that shit one they gave him for a short run when he was fighting Cody. I think this matchup is going to deliver. I think this is going to be the match that people are going to be like, holy shit, this could steal the show. I truly think this match could steal the show. I really feel like these two are going to put on a barn burner. They're going to throw everything that they got at this. I think that, man, I don't know who's going to win. Logan's not won at WrestleMania yet. No, he did. I'm sorry. He won last year. He did. He retained against Orton and Kevin Owens. So I could see that AJ will win to maintain, what Karrion Kross is you need to win. You need to win. There's something there. Unless Karrion Kross interferes and gets involved because it's his hometown in Vegas, I could see him. He cut a great promo. If you haven't seen it, go check it out on Twitter. He cut a great promo on Twitter on a video there that I saw, or X, whatever. So go check it out. I think, Karrion could get involved. But we will see. We will see. I think that I want AJ to win. I want AJ to win. And I'm going to go with AJ. I think AJ's going to take it. I think he'll finally beat Logan after Logan's been hitting him with the pulverizer every week. And that move, by the way, is incredible. Great finishing maneuver. Great name. It's amazing. It looks incredible. Great job, Logan Paul, for inventing a sweet fucking finishing move that is unique and different. So kudos to you, sir. Yeah, AJ Styles is my pick to win this one and take it and, retain his honor in WWE. All right, we got 2 matches to go. 2 matches left on night 2 of WrestleMania. All right, what do we got? All right, here we go. All right, our women's triple threat match for the world title, Women's World Championship, in a triple threat. Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair. The EST versus Io Sky. Woo! The build for this has been kind of weird. Also, weird, strange, a lot of bickering, a lot of weird shit. Very interesting build. Rhea Ripley. Rhea's been in a title match for the last 6 years at Mania. She's been involved in all title matches every last 6 Manias. Bianca, title matches, singles, tag matches, kind of a mix she's been in. And Io, kind of on and off. Had a banger with Bayley, or a pretty solid match with Bayley last year, and won the title last year at Mania. Io's a great wrestler. All of them are great. They're all fantastic. I think Rhea and Bianca are above Io, like in a tier. I think both of those two are phenomenal in the ring. Their emotion, their selling, everything. Like, they have the moveset, they're beasts. Good, they're amazing. I think they're just a notch above Io. I do believe that, though, I think Io needs this win. I think that Io's gonna win, and I think Io's gonna retain her belt. Somehow, she's gonna pull off the impossible and defeat Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair. I think she's gonna take it. She needs this win. This will put her right in that echelon then with them both. I think she has something to prove here by beating these two at WrestleMania, and I think this is what they're doing. They're gonna give her a chance to prove it. Show that you can beat these two of the baddest women on the planet right now in WWE. So I think that it's going to be quite a banger of a match between the two at WrestleMania. I think it'll be pretty long match. But yeah, I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be pretty enjoyable. Let me switch up the music here. I need a different one here. All right. Actually, we'll go one more time back to, my favorite. I love this one. Banger song. Kind of rotating through the weekends. 6 songs of doom here. All right. And finally. All right. Our main event of the evening. Night 2, WrestleMania. The main event. Oh, baby. John Cena. The real champion, of course. John Cena taking on the American Nightmare, the undisputed champion, WWE champion, Cody Rhodes, man. Oh, boy. So this match. What a build, man. What a build. What a crazy build, to say the least. What a nutty, nutty build. I feel like this is going to be nuts, this match. I feel like it has the potential to be crazy. Kind of similar to what happened last year. Not to the extent, but it can be crazy. Now, the build hasn't been... It's been good. It's been good. I've enjoyed it. It's probably been one of the better builds, aside from the triple threat. I think it's been a good build. It's felt very fast. Like, everything's coming so quickly after Money in the Bank, Elimination Chamber in Canada. When everything happened, when Cena won, great match. He won. The Rock and Travis Scott, fuck that guy. Why even have him involved in any of this? But when they came out and the whole heel switch, that whole segment was great if Travis wasn't in it, but it was great. And Cena turning heel was such a shock and so great. I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. It was always what I wanted. I've always, when I started watching Cena, loved him when he was the Doctor of Thugonomics, U.S. champion, and when he won the title against Bradshaw at 21, at WrestleMania 21. Loved it. Big fan. And then time went on. He beat like Jericho. He beat Christian. Then when he beat Kurt Angle, that's when people started turning on him. When he kind of cheated to win that one. He kind of had the DQ or whatever it was. And, that's when people started turning on him. And then, and then he started to go down. Then he went down the Cena hate train. I joined that chugga chugga choo choo baby, that John Cena hate train. And I was a big Cena hater as a kid, man. I was booing his ass out of every building. Cena sucks. The classic "Let's go Cena, Cena sucks" chants. I was a part of the Cena sucks side. I booed him for many years, and then as time went on, I always appreciated Cena in the matches. Like it made for an exciting moment. I wanted to see him lose. Any match he was in, I was watching intently. I was into it. I was fucking into it. Him versus Triple H, him versus Shawn Michaels, him versus Triple H and Randy Orton, him versus Edge and Big Show, him versus Batista. I was into it. Him versus The Rock. I was into it. But as time wore on, I turned a leaf. I got to see Cena return at the Money in the Bank here in Dallas-Fort Worth after the pandemic. And I was happy to see him. It was great to see him. He had that Firefly Funhouse match with Bray, rest in peace. And that was great. That was super enjoyable. And I was glad to see Cena. Like, I have respect for Cena. Like, he's put his time in. He did his time. And he's entertaining as shit. Classic music. It's great. Like, I respect what he's done. But we never, for years, people have been like, where is the Cena heel turn? Where is the Cena heel turn? We never got it. 20 years, man. 20 years we had to wait. And, and he had his matches with Roman, with Solo, and he joined Cody at the end of last year's Mania and all this stuff. And then to have him have his farewell tour, and, he's coming out babyface, still in his gear and this and that. And then we fast forward to the Chamber and the Cena heel turn. I was blown away. I popped off. I was holy shit moment. It was fantastic. Crazy good moment. Loved it. Thought it was incredible. I loved how they did it. I think it was great that Cody got a little color. They battered him, minus the Travis Scott hit. It looked great. The problem was that after that was all done, the visual of it was great, with Cody on the ground and The Rock and Cena standing over him. Visually, it looked great. But the problem was the next night, not having Cena there, Cody talking, and then Cody, is battered, and not having The Rock come out at all during this build. It was really odd to me. Every week, no Rock. That's kind of crazy. I get they're building something. I know they're got to be working something behind the scenes, and obviously Rock's doing his shit. Cena's filming shit. They're busy. I get it, but you can't. I just feel like you have The Rock come out and do this, and you don't have him follow up on it. Speak with Cena or some shit. It's just really odd. Maybe this Friday we'll see something on SmackDown, since I'm recording this ahead of time. Maybe The Rock will come out with Cena, because Cena is expected to be on SmackDown before WrestleMania. So they'll have one final confrontation, which I think Cena should beat the shit out of Cody one more time prior to Mania, since Cody did give him a crossroads. But yeah, let's kind of rewind a little bit. We had Cody and Cena kind of come out, and Cena would come out and talk shit and bitch and moan and call the people assholes for what they did to him and bullied him and everything over the years, and it was great. I really loved it. I loved Cena's promos. They were fantastic. I thought they were great. It was great to see him just cut a heel promo finally. I wish he would have came out with new gear or a new song, like the Bad Man song, or his Doctor of Thugonomics song. Would have been great. But, I like that he's like, you get nothing. You get no change. Nothing, I love that. He's like, I'm not giving you what you want. I did that for many years. You're not getting that anymore from me. So that was great. I really enjoyed that. And he promo after promo, he kept cutting, and he would, it was funny because you'd hear the crowd, his music would hit, the crowd would go, yay! And then they'd realize, oh, wait, boo! And start booing him. And you'd hear the let's go Cena, Cena sucks. And I love that he just walks to the ring with the towel behind his head. And yeah, the subtle changes to his gear with the you can't see me, the C on the outside. You can see me. And it's been great. I really have enjoyed the Cena Rhodes talking back and forth, mincing words, and the last promo where Cody did give him the crossroads. I thought was fantastic. I think that Cody needed that. I think that them talking back and forth was great. I thought the build's been good. I think, again, minus Rock not being there, which was very odd to me, I feel like this Friday on SmackDown, whatever happens, I think that Cody does need to take some punishment from Cena. I think Cena needs to dish it out and not do the classic heel shtick where he rolls out of the ring, smiles, walks away, whatever, and doesn't fight him. I think that Cena needs to get into it with Cody again on Friday. I think The Rock needs to appear. Ideally, The Rock needs to either appear on Friday or The Rock does need to appear at Mania on Sunday. I think The Rock... So my guess for how this match is going to pan, you have Stone Cold is going to be at Mania, and people want him involved. We thought he'd be involved last year. They kind of subtly teased it with the whole truck thing last year. But I think that Stone Cold Steve Austin has to be involved in it. I think that Rock will get involved. I think that Travis Scott, I hope that he doesn't get involved. I really don't want to see him get involved in this matchup. But I feel like he'll be out there with Rock, since Rock has already teased that Travis is training in the ring to wrestle eventually. So he wants to get involved in WWE in some fashion. I think that The Rock will get involved in the Cena Rhodes match. I think that there's a high possibility he'll attempt to cost Cody the title to Cena. That's where I think that Stone Cold will make an appearance, and probably we'll see them get into it. There's going to be, I bet the referee will get knocked out, or there might be a stipulation. Maybe The Rock adds a stipulation. I mean, The Rock is the board of director. One of the board of directors, I feel like he has the power to change the stipulation of the match if he wants to. He did that last year whenever we saw him it was him and Roman versus Seth and Cody, when it was, people were wondering, why is this match getting a DQ? And The Rock, verbally said in the camera, if you disqualify me to the referee, I'll fire you, which was great. And so that was perfect that he said that, because as a fan, I'm like, why are they not getting DQ'd? This match should be over already. But The Rock called out the ref and said, if you disqualify us, you're fired. It's great heel work from The Rock. So the fact that he's been absent in this whole build has been kind of disappointing. But I think, they're definitely cooking something backstage, and they're going to plan something big. Like I said, this Mania build has been very meh and kind of trash. If I'm being completely honest, it feels like 31, where it's been trash build and everything will deliver. Granted, WrestleMania 31 was on, like I said before, WrestleMania 31 was on one night only, and it had much bigger matches on the card. At least I felt much bigger names and bigger matches on the card. But those matches did deliver and provide a ton of entertainment. Now, over the course of 2 nights, you have numerous matches on the card that are, some matches are great and some are doo-doo and kind of shitty. And in my famous words that my girl knows me to do is that some matches just are shit. And, they're throwaways, and they're kind of just, they're called what we call in the wrestling world piss breaks. That when the people come out, that's when I'm in the stands and I see, let me give you an example of a piss break match on this Mania. I guarantee you, Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. Unfortunately, piss break. That's when I'm gonna go take a dump, or go get some food. That's just what it is. Even unfortunately, I think that Liv and Raquel and Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, that's a piss break, sadly. And I hate to say that because Liv's had a great year, and it's kind of a bummer. So yeah. This matchup, though, again, back to this matchup, I think there's going to be a lot of shenanigans. I think there's going to be a lot of interference. I think it's going to be crazy energy. People are going to be fucking standing. It's going to be a lot of craziness. I think that the possibility of either one of them winning is very high. I couldn't imagine the odds in Vegas for this, what the bets are on this, for one of them to win. My pick for this match. As much as I want to see, I do want to see. Oh my god, man. You know what? Fuck it. I want Cena to win. I want Cena to take his 17 title and walk away WrestleMania with the belt and just disappoint all the Cody fans. I love Cody. I don't dislike Cody. I think he's wonderful. I think he's definitely the face of the company. He is the new Cena. He's definitely going to be carrying the company. But I think in the sake of storyline and in the sake of carrying a story further, Cena hasn't won a match in 7 years, a singles match in 7 fucking years. He needs to win this match more than Cody. Cody, like the belt, no one's gonna hold the belt longer than Roman Reigns. That's already given. So Cody holding this for a year has been fine. It's been fine, and he's a merch-selling machine. He always will be. He's good on the mic. He's good in the ring. He knows how to carry himself. I don't think a loss to Cena will hurt him. I think that having Cena beat him and Cena carrying that belt as his heel now, and his career, his career is ending, quote unquote, at the end of the year, is his final, match will be in December sometime when he's hanging up his boots. So I think that you can create more story with Cena, Rock, and Cody for the remainder of this year if you wanted to carry it further. Again, we still don't know, like I said, The Rock getting involved with this match. We still need to see The Rock fight Cody. The Rock still has to do 2 more matches at least before retiring. The Rock has to fight Cody one-on-one, and The Rock has to fight Roman one-on-one. I think those matches have to happen, and I think that people are already speculating that somehow, some way, they're going to build The Rock versus Roman Reigns in New Orleans next year at WrestleMania 42. So I think that we're gonna get to a build. They're building something, and I know there's a lot of these fucking Gen Zer fucks that are like these wrestling fucking little twats out there that are like crying and impatient little fucking bitches that are like, oh, the build and this and that. And it's like, you got to let them build and give them time. They're gonna make it work, and they're gonna do it right. And like I think that they're gonna build. They're working something. There's some story coming out of this with Cena and Cody. I think that something's gonna keep leading to next year. And that's good. We haven't had a proper year build for a match since Cena Rock back in 2012. I mean, that was a year-long build to a match, and man, was it hype. That's what brought me back into wrestling was Cena versus Rock the first time ever. Granted, it wasn't the last time when they fought the following year after that, which kind of was stupid. But the first time they did that match at WrestleMania 28, when they did that at WrestleMania 28, I mean, I was glued to it. All my boys got back into it. We watched it in my dorm room. We were ready, and we streamed it. We were watching it, and man, it was so hyped to see that these two generations collide. So I think that whatever WWE's doing behind the scenes that the fans don't know, and even Triple H just came out and said in an article the other day, and how he's just like, he sees the shit on the internet, and he just thinks those people are fucking stupid. And I'm like, you tell him, Trips, you tell him. Because it's all these dumb Mark fans that are just little crybaby bitches and think they know what they're talking about. They think they're fans. They think they understand what's happening in the business. They think they're all fucking knowing. And then, then they'll like come around in the end, and then they'll talk a lot of shit. And then like when something, then finally what happens, what they want to happen, then when that happens, then they totally retract their statement. Like, oh, idiots. Just let it play out. Let it play out. It's going to be okay. Like, it's going to be fine. I haven't griped about any the matches on this card, except for there's a few I've griped about the builds, but in the match card itself. But I haven't been overly hateful on a match at all. I'm back and better than ever. Oh shit! Hold on, I'll get you AJ here, just for you, AJ. I was gonna wait till you came in, until you came in, and I'm still gonna play it when I see you, regardless. So where is it? Hold on. Don't you worry, I got you, buddy. Where is it in my wrestling playlist here? Where is that one? Come on. Oh, here we go. Turn it up. Let's get it up just for you, buddy. There you go. I don't think they're going to censor me on YouTube or on Twitch here for this. It's a great song. Fucking Eric Bischoff, baby. What a banger song. But yeah. But I think, like I said, this Mania, this main event will be Mr. John Cena. I think that Cena will take his W finally after 7 years, like he said, and walk away as the real champion. Kind of how CM Punk did it when he left in Money in the Bank. Which could lead to a story with Cena and Punk. Who knows? I mean, there's so many routes they could take with this. Even if Cena does lose and they kind of brush this off, so obnoxious, but it's great. 17-time champ. Yeah, you see, you want Cena to win too. I want him to. I love Cody, but I want Cena to win. I think I can't believe me, out of all people, is saying that I want Cena to win this. But I really want Cena to win this. I think it'll be great. I think it would be amazing to see. Like, I think he needs it, like, more than anything. I think it's gonna be fantastic. So, yeah, I think it's gonna be fun to watch. We're gonna have a great time, a lot of energy. But yeah, I think that's no matter what happens in this match, there's a lot of good stories that could come out of this. You still have Rock and Cody. You still have Cena and Punk. You still have Roman and Cody. Like, there's a lot. Like, there's still a lot of stuff and direction that WWE can go if they want to and pivot to different things. So people got to just relax. All the fans that are the marquee fuckbags got to fucking take a chill pill. And all of us, like, veteran fans who know what the fuck is going on, that have been watching since the mid to late 90s, we got to band together and tell the children to be patient. So Cody loses, takes time away for a few months, lets Cena run rampant while Cody is gone. I think that'd be actually pretty funny. I mean, Cody's been there every week, man. Like, I mean, he's a great champion. Like, he's been there week to week. He's been on all the pay-per-views. He's wrestled a lot. Like, he's on house shows. He's on TV shows. Like, man, he's everywhere. And that's good. That's good publicity, and he's good. He's carrying the company. That's a good champion. Like, he's there every week. Not like, I mean, I loved Roman, but he wasn't there every week. He was missing shows. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how this pans out. I'm excited. I did go through most of the matches. I'll kind of do a recap here of my picks for all the matches, so you know. We'll do a quick recap to end out the WrestleMania night here. Let me we'll switch songs here. Let me put on we'll keep on the wrestling music for right now. Let me switch it up though. We'll do, let's get on another banger. Get that Stone Cold. But yeah, so gonna be fun. WrestleMania night 1, night 2, 9 hours apparently both nights. Oh my lord, I'm gonna fucking have my brain's gonna melt with wrestling. We're not gonna be watching all 9 hours, FYI, AJ. We're gonna be watching just when it starts, not the 4-hour fucking pre-show. So we'll have it on, but we'll be doing other stuff. 9 hours, what the fuck? Yeah, apparently it's 9 hours both nights. I saw that and I started dying. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, dude, both nights. And then the fucking Hall of Fame doesn't even start until 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock on Friday night. Why? I don't know. 10 o'clock on Friday night is when the fucking Hall of Fame starts. It won't end till like 2. Oh my god. Who asked for this? That's what I said. Who asked for these 2-night shows, man? Who are the fans that are like, did they like put a survey out? Who put this down on their survey? Those people need to be fucking off. Why would you want this? What the hell's the matter with you people? I'm too old for this shit. Yeah, me too. Can't we just bring it back to one night when it was 4 hours? That was perfect. That's just the right amount for me. 4-hour WrestleMania, one night. Put all the banger matches on one night, and that's all you need. Don't give everyone a paycheck. They need to earn their place, man. Everyone, they get everyone on the card just to give them a fucking paycheck. It's so annoying. It's not the same. But yeah, so we're going to have 2 nights I'm hosting here at my house, and we're going to have food and games and betting, some fun stuff. We'll have prizes and all kinds of cool stuff. We'll have some wrestling video games going on and other exciting things. So it's going to be a great time. So let me run back through my recap here. I'll recap my match picks so you know who I am going with here. And we'll do with the Undertaker's music. All right. So let's close up this match card. I'm just going to kind of open up one by one here. I'm just going to go down the list. Drew versus Damian. I said Drew. Drew will get his revenge over Damian Priest from last year when Damian cashed in on him and took the world title. So I think that Drew will walk away here as the victor. The Fatal 4-Way with Braun Breaker against Penta, against Dom, against Finn Balor. I think that Dominic is going to sneak the win here and defeat either Finn or Penta. And I don't think Braun will take the pin here. But I think that Dominic will squeak the win and take the Intercontinental Championship away. I think he's due for a W at WrestleMania. Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. I think that El Grande Americano will get his W finally over the Luchadors and defeat the ultimate Luchador in Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania. and walk away the victor. So El Grande, a.k.a. Chad Gable. Rhea Ripley versus Bianca versus Io Sky. I think that Io will be the victor. I think that Io needs this win to prove herself amongst two of the best in the business right now in Rhea and Bianca. I think that Io is going to clutch the victory here in a pretty banger match. I think that these three will put on a really good match. I think they'll have pretty good chemistry, hopefully. So, yeah, I think Io is going to walk away and retain the Women's World title at WrestleMania, and that'll be big for her. Jay main event, quote unquote main event, Jey Uso, Yeet Man versus Gunther, the ring general. I think that Jay is gonna win. I don't see why, after everything they've done with him and building him, why he would lose. I just think that, like I said again, he needs to prove himself. I don't think he's a great wrestler as a singles. I think he needs to prove it at WrestleMania. A lot of people agree with me. I think a ton of people can agree that he is not a good singles wrestler. He has the charisma, the energy. He's a merch monster. He has all that, but he is just not good in ring. He gets gassed. He doesn't have a lot of moves. He needs to fucking do everything. He needs to get bloodied in this match. He needs to be fucking like beat up by Gunther and really clutch it out to get the respect of like the whole wrestling fan base. But I think regardless, that Jay will win this match. Tiffany and Charlotte, this train wreck of a build. I'm having high expectations for this match. Oh, the Gunther Jay match or the Charlotte Tiffy one? Which one? Gunther Jay or Tiffy Charlotte? Let's switch it up. I'll keep changing the music here. Let's do. Actually, yeah, let's do. Jay Uso? Yeah. I hope so, man. I hope you're right. I really want it to be good. I feel like Jay was going to put everything on the line in this match. Like, he's going to give it his all. And he will earn my ultimate. I'll be like, yeah, you got my praise, man. Kudos. You did it. So, regardless, I think he's going to win. So, excuse me. Anyways, Tiffany Stratton, Charlotte, this train wreck. I think that in this match, I think that there is no reason, no universe, no realm, no fucking reason at all that Charlotte Flair should win this. It's going to be interesting. Will it be professional or will it be a slobber knocker? Stay tuned, folks. I think it's going to be a mess, but there's no realm in no universe or galaxy in which Charlotte Flair should win this match. There is no reason. I will die by the argument that no way Charlotte should win the match. Should be given the win to this match. Fuck you. You want Charlotte to win? Fuck you. There's no way. I want Minnie Mouse voice Tiffy to win this matchup. She needs it. They need to keep building her as a new future star. Charlotte does not need this W. My God. Will it be a good match? Absolutely. Toddy can get it back at the SummerSlam. Oh, Tiffy can get it at the SummerSlam. Oh, God. No. I think Tiffy, she needs it. I think, like I said, they're both great in ring. I think they're both gonna put a great match on. But I just think Tiffy needs this more than anything. Logan Paul versus AJ, the Phenomenal One Styles. AJ Styles, the face that runs the place. I think that AJ is going to win this. I think, Logan did win last year, retaining against Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. How did we get here? AJ, and yeah. It's kind of wild to see this. I'm not going to lie. I know people are bitching. Why did AJ get to fight Logan? That's so disrespectful to AJ. I'm like, and again, I don't think that way, man. I talked about this match tonight. I think, honestly, I think that I'm sure Logan behind the scenes is fucking thrilled and honored to be fighting AJ since AJ's a legend. And I think that I'm sure AJ probably wanted to work with Logan because he knows what Logan's capable of. Love him or hate him, the dude's incredible in the ring. The dude gets wrestling. This is his calling. Not boxing, not YouTube. He has his podcast, that's fine. He has not his other fucking dumb endeavors of crypto and his stealing from people and being an idiot. But this is his calling, is wrestling. And so I think that him and AJ are going to I honestly think this match will probably be one of the show stealers of night. It could be the show stealer. Like, I think it could be a absolute barn burner, banger match. So yeah, I have high expectations. No, not you. God damn it. I think it's gonna be great. So yeah, I think though that AJ will take it over Logan Paul in a clutch victory. I think it's gonna be a pretty close match though. Let's go down here, and Logan will probably try to cheat. It's Taz. I'll kick his ass. It's Taz. Yeah, we need Taz back in the commentator booth. Naomi versus Jade Cargill. The build's been cool, but it's been fine. Jealous friend. It's classic story build. Jealous friend in the trio. Essentially tried to murder the other person by hitting her with a car, putting her on the shelf for a while. Jade came back, wants her revenge. You know, classic. She did it for The Rock. She did it. Just like some Rikishi shit back in the 90s or fucking 2000s. Yeah, I think that, I mean, I like Naomi. I do. I like her, and I think her heel stuff has been good. I feel like they're going to give it to Jade, though. But I'm going to go with Naomi. I did say Jade, I think, earlier. But I think Naomi will take it. I think something's going to happen in this match. But you want Bianca to turn heel, too? That could be possible. She could help, maybe. She could come down during the match and try to, like, talk sense into the two. Who knows? I think there could be some drama for sure there. I think, that's a good point. You make a great point. I wasn't even thinking about that Jade or Bianca could come down to the ring and interfere in this match, or, something could happen and distract one of them, and then maybe she turns on Jade and joins Naomi, and then, something like that. So, but I think you make a good point. I think Naomi will take this one over Jade. Granted, it is Jade's first Mania, so that's why I'm a little hesitant that they might give her the dub, but who knows? But I think that I'll go with Naomi, that she's going to get the W here. LA Knight, versus Jacob Fatu for the U.S. title. I think I said Jacob Fatu, I think, is going to take this one. I think the new bloodline will interfere. I'm not really looking forward to this match. I mean, I want to see Jacob. I think he's going to do some crazy shit because he's just insane for his size, being the Samoan werewolf. I think he's going to take it over LA Knight. I think Tongaloa, and Jake Solo will interfere in some fashion. And, it'll kind of help him get to the W. So I think that Jacob will be walking away a new U.S. champion at Mania here. I think it'd be a big win for him. And kind of, he's already a megastar. Like, he's building to become a megastar. I think they're just going to keep trying to skyrocket him to the moon here. So we did talk about Cena, Cody already. War Raiders and the New Day. Like I said, this was a whatever match to me. I really don't give a fuck. The build's been dog shit. They just kind of... The War Raiders have been kind of, I mean, they're great, but they just haven't really been involved with really any major story. And then the New Day, they had the incredible segment with Big E that went nowhere. Big E never came back to talk shit or, I don't know, anything. That just kind of, unless they're just saving it, he's going to show up at Mania here and fuck him over or attack him, and who knows, which would be a massive shock to me. But honestly, I don't really give a shit. I think I said the New Day's going to win, so I think the New Day's going to cheat to win. Yeah. New Day should have been champion going into Mania. Such a waste for the tag division. Mania could have been huge for them all. Oh, I agree, man. I think this whole match is kind of a waste. I think that it's just kind of a throwaway, sadly. It's unfortunate for all of them in the match. I think it's just a throwaway match. Liv, Raquel, Lyra, and Bayley. Again, this is also a throwaway. This is another piss break, sadly, despite Liv's stellar year. I also don't really give a shit. I think that Liv and Raquel will retain the belts by shenanigans in some fashion. So, don't really care, being honest. And then finally, last but not least, our triple threat main event for night one with CM Punk. Main event CM Punk versus Seth freaking Rollins versus the OTC Roman Reigns. Our boy AJ, the one. Gotta put your ones in the chat. Where's my little one finger? Gonna find it. Where's my emotes? The fuck are my emotes at? We got the 4 horsemen here. Where's my one? That's the middle finger. There it is. There we go. Got my one. I joined you. There's my one in the chat. Yeah, this match will be great. I wasn't really initially looking forward to it because I was hoping these three would have been involved in something different leading into Mania. But I like how they've built it. I think it's going to be, there's story between all three of them. There's history with all three of them. And the fact that Paul Heyman, is involved with Punk and Roman and Seth, like, I really think it's going to be very interesting to see his allegiance, what happens during the match. Like, he may walk out with Punk, but will he stay with Punk during the match? Will he go back to Roman? Will he help Seth? Like, who knows? Like, I feel like there's a lot of variables in this matchup, so it's going to be a great one. I think it's going to be a banger way to close the show. And again, this can just lead into other story directions for them to go into Backlash and, of course, SummerSlam and Money in the Bank in the summer. So I do want Punk to win, but only pinning Seth. Wise Man goes with Punk, turns on Roman. Yeah, I want Punk to win. As you can see, I have the Punker shirt. And when you meet Lauren, she has a new shirt she is going to showcase to you all. So she will be displaying her new shirt. So it'll be cool. I'm excited for you to meet her. But yeah, we're rooting for Punk. I was talking with her though, and I'm pulling for Punk. I do want Punk to win. I'm saying that Punk is going to win. I'm manifesting it. Main event Punk. But I really feel like some reason that Seth is going to win this. Just got a weird gut feeling. Weird feeling. I'm calling it right now. That Seth is. My gut feeling is Seth, but I want Punk to win. Roman's not winning this. There's no chance. There's no chance. Roman's winning this matchup. No chance. I mean, I know we said that in the past. We thought that in the past when he beat Cody at WrestleMania, which was baffling to me, which was incredible. But holy shit, that was one of the shockers. But yeah, I don't think Roman has a chance to win this. So yeah, that's my recap. I think it's an interesting, like I said, shitty build to Mania, but I think it's going to be a great time. It always is with you guys. I'm excited for everyone to be here. We're going to have a good crowd Saturday and Sunday. We're going to have a lot of good food, a lot of fun plans for the weekend I have planned for you guys, a lot of things we'll do. So, yeah, that is all I got for tonight. And, yeah, I just wanted to go do that, chat with y'all. I can see Seth winning, but actually no. I hope you're right. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to seeing you. I hope you have a safe trip in and safe flight into Dallas. I know you're visiting your sister here. We'll see you, Friday? Friday night? Or Saturday morning? What time are you coming in? Let's turn up the Bret Hart music. Yeah, text me probably Saturday late morning, afternoon time frame. Okay. Well, hopefully if you come in the morning, man, we'll make breakfast. So Sunday we can do Waffle House in the morning. Yeah, DM me. So yeah, but other than that, man, have a great flight down. I'm excited to see you again. I can't believe we're here again. It's crazy that a year's went by and we're back. It's so wild to me, man. Doesn't even feel like it. Waffle House. Yeah, we'll go there for you. We'll take you to a different one this time. And yeah, Tyler's coming in on Thursday night. Him and Emma and his dog Penelope. And it's going to be awesome, man. So looking forward to it. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for those who came by, tuned in, dropped by, and said hi and saw my predictions and what Mania's going to look like, the Hall of Fame ceremony. If you missed any of it and any of my recap on all the matches, you can definitely go back to the VOD, check it out. And again, if you want to subscribe, you have Amazon Prime. Why not use that? That's a free sub that you could use on yours truly if you're enjoying the content. So go ahead and use it. It's free. You have one. You're letting it go to waste, so fucking use it. Anyways, cheers. Have a good one. I'll see you soon. It's Mania, baby. We're here. 41. Another year. Y'all take care, and I will see you next week when we'll talk about the aftermath of Mania. Peace, y'all.